We're back at the new Bucks Head for pre-season, and the Bucks have beaten National League team Wrexham 3-1 this afternoon, and I have manager Gavin Cowan with me. Gavin, are you satisfied with that performance?
Yeah, really satisfied. Obviously there's a lot of positives to take from it, and it's nice to obviously beat a team from a higher division 3-1, but yeah, there's obviously still elements. We set our standards really high, so there's elements in there that we're discussing that we need to improve on. But yeah, for the most part, yeah, really happy.
Sure. I mean, in terms of supporters, in terms of what they've seen from the kind of team you're putting together, I imagine they'd be, quite happy with what they've seen.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy, so I'd like to think that they would be as well. I mean, ultimately, supporters will be happy with results, and I think this is one place where you do think that as long as you're working hard and showing loads of desire, that the supporters here will appreciate that. So it's a bit of a chicken and egg in the sense that if you show hard work and desire, you probably get results, and that's what they want to see. So yeah, hopefully they're happy, and like I said, we want them to keep coming in their droves, so it's important that we put on good shows for them.
Sure, okay. We spoke before about pre-season and about sort of like upping the level the closer you get to sort of August the 4th. I mean, yeah. two weeks from now we'll be talking and we'll have completed your first National League game.
Yeah.
Are things kind of progressing the way you'd like them to?
Yeah, I think you'll notice that some of the players played 90 minutes today. We're not quite close, but almost close to. We're building them up nicely, so they're getting close to 90 minutes. We'll play it down a little bit. We'll take them down a little bit on Monday, because there's obviously a fixture here against Shrewsbury on Wednesday. Then we'll go into Friday's game, and then through the week we'll be able to just manage their loads then. So it's coming together nicely.
Yeah, sure. I mean, that Shrewsbury game, have you got any kind of feeling for what kind of team Shrewsbury going to be sending? You're going to be putting out a similar team today?
Nothing. To be honest, I'm just trying to concentrate on what we're doing. Like I say, it was lovely to win today, and I was really happy with the fact that the lads were getting the messages. But ultimately, it's not what the supporters want to hear. But it's not the most important thing. I'm sure Sam won't be completely devastated or ripping up his session plans off the back of that. He found out a lot about the players, as I did at Barwell. We lose 1-0 away at Barwell, and I found out a lot about the players there and what they had taken on board and what they hadn't. So I suppose the fruition from that was today. Maybe Sam's will be his next game. So like I say, pre-season's just a process, so I like to think that that's just another moment in the process.
Sure, okay. I know you had a trip down to Ludlow on Thursday evening as well to watch what was largely the youth team in that game as well, and that's important to sort of like to be running the rule over the lads at that level within the club.
Well, absolutely. I mean, it's so important to be keeping an eye out, because a club like ours, we need to look at every resource. And the youth team is a resource. You've got players there that want to be knocking on the first team door, and I'd be naive not to look at that, to think to myself, right, well, is there anyone that we want to open the door to? So it's great as well, because obviously they get to see Zach Lilly, who's obviously come through that process, and he's in and around my plans at the moment, having altered some of his playing styles. I've been very vocal about the fact that I don't think he's been playing his position, and I feel his attributes need to be used elsewhere. So he's come from obscurity to be sort of in and around the club, and if the youth team players can see where he's come from, then it gives them some hope. And like I say, it's a great resource for us. So even Andy Witchley's not come through our youth team, but he's a young local lad. He's a young local lad that we like and that we want to try and work with. So it's brilliant to be going down. It's great for the football club to be getting a first trophy, and it's accolades really go to all them youth team lads and Deck, the youth team manager, and I was really pleased.
Sure, okay. And obviously, satisfying result today. So things are looking good for 2 weeks today.
Yeah, good. I was taught by my mum, when things are going well, don't get too excited, but when they're not going too well, don't get too down. So I try and sort of, I know it's a bit of an emotional roller coaster football, but I try and sort of stay calm amongst the storm. And I think, like I say, today's been a real positive. The other night was a great positive. It shows that we've got a real good youth team, especially after their league win last year as well. But what I've just said to them in there is, ultimately, if we would just look at all the good points, we wouldn't improve. We now need to go away, yes, go over the good points, but more importantly, we need to go over what we need to improve on, which, of course, there are going to be some things. So our standards are set very high, and the expectation, the lads know what's expected, so they're all aware of that now. So if they want to get out, now's the time. I don't think they do. I think they're quite happy to be here.
That's great. Okay, thanks for your time, Gavin. Cheers.
No problem.
Cheers.